it's bull or bear, I don't care. It's quite a rough ride, just like life. But I'm kind of patient, 'cause only time will tell. It's gonna go up, so you better stay calm. And grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins.
What's up, ladies and gents? It's 2:20 in the afternoon. It's not even nighttime, and I'm going live. It's been 14 hours. Yeah, I haven't even changed clothes. So, yeah, there's that. You might hear some squeakiness going on behind me. It's because I'm 3D printing a model, and I didn't want to stop it or pause it. Are you still running the Moon Runner? No, we stopped developing that for a while. My developer on that project, he travels like all over the world, and it was difficult to try and time things. Why is this year-long bear market made me numb to huge downswings? Because we're used to seeing it. Looking at Bitcoin, we are starting to, I mean, it wicked up quite a bit. This is a 4-hour on a daily chart. Basically we did come close to, this is pretty much where I thought we would at least touch on that 128-day moving average. We didn't really, but we didn't here either. We just kind of hit that support, and that was it. And that's kind of what's happened here. You can see the price action going back up. We're above 10,000. It's all good to me. Looking at the altcoin market, kind of seeing what's happening. It's nice to be able to look at the altcoin market and actually see some momentum, just seeing some things happening. I'm not going to worry about the top, but so the last hour, we're kind of, the alts are, I don't want to say dipping, but there's not much activity. It's kind of leveled out, and there's not a lot going on over the last hour. Cardano up 16% over the last 7 days. Over the last hour, it's basically not moving much at all. So, I'm just crowing my coins. I'm just waiting for things to really turn around and really get kicked off. Let everybody know, Crow's Nest X is coming. It's coming. I just wired money and did a whole bunch of stuff to get ready for that. Crow Trader, you're not going to see it here. If you're a fan of Crow Trader or algorithmic bot trading, or if you joined my channel a long time ago and I was doing a lot of profit trailer stuff, make sure you join the Telegram. Because in the Telegram, we just dropped the new build, which is not this. I haven't updated the site yet, but it's like build 240 or 2 something, whatever. It's basically after this. And it's a more official beta build that did resolve some of the issues in this build. So make sure you download that. Join the Telegram. I'm pretty positive there's a link down here for it. Yeah, there it is. So if you click this button, you can't see it because it's behind me. So at the bottom of Crow Trader, this little button here will take you right to the Telegram channel. Make sure you join that, because often when I get a new build from the developers, I just throw it into the Telegram channel and pin it. Obviously before I even update the main website. So make sure you join the Telegram channel. And it's great too, because a lot of people that are using it and they're testing it, they're doing different stuff. There's a lot of good support discussions and things like that going on in the Telegram channel. The Crow mining update, I think we're going to go live with Amir on Monday. He's expecting these miners to show up literally any time now. And when they arrive, he's like, he told me today, he's like, we can pretty much go live on Monday and start explaining everything, what's next, and all of that. So I'm really pumped about that. I cannot wait to finally be mining en masse by basically next week. So all you crow mining guys out there that have been waiting and waiting and waiting, the time is finally coming. So I'm really pumped. Chain wise, obviously happening. I threw out a big promotion, hoping everybody tags their favorite projects on Twitter. And, hopefully we start getting some activity. We have had some more booths register, and hopefully that's going to continue to pick up steam. And so that is that. What else is there that I need to touch on? I can't remember if there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. Tweet deck. I haven't been on here yet really much today to see what's going on. So somebody had messaged me. Somebody had messaged me recently about this. It's this company. Now this is not paid. They haven't paid me. I'm just talking about it because I'm actually kind of curious about this. I'm still kind of reading into it and still kind of diving into it. I don't know why this guy's picture is all over the place. No offense, dude. You're not that pretty. You might want to just keep the focus on the houses. The website is absolutely deplorable. I mean, the website is fucking bad. I don't know who made it. You would think if they're building like multi-million-dollar Bitcoin homes that they would be able to create a better website. But it runs old school. I don't know, how old is this guy? Like, I don't know. Not to shit on the guy entirely, but the houses, however, these houses look sick. And I'll never own one because these are like stupid. Like the plans for some of these houses alone, like the house that I thought was like really cool is this one. I always wanted to design a house that was circular. And this is just ridiculous. I'm going to play this. Hold up. That guy's picture everywhere is like, I don't know. Is that what people think of me when they see my picture on all kinds of stuff? I don't even... Oh, here, we'll play the audio. I haven't even seen this yet. Look at that thing, though. That is so badass. Water, a moat all the way around the outer perimeter and a pool in the center. Solar panels all over the place. This is a dream home for if I've ever seen one. Little Bitcoin logos in the pool. Look at that. Is that not the sickest house ever? Two levels. I didn't even notice that before. You can swim laps around your house. I mean, this is like dream big or go home type stuff, man. I mean, this is what somebody that has like 2,000 Bitcoin sitting in a wallet somewhere. This is their house. This is never going to be my house, unfortunately. This is vision board material I'm bringing you guys. So anyway, I wouldn't have the Bitcoin logo. I'd have my own damn initials. No, I wouldn't even do that. This is easy. This is an ego house right here. So anyway, I'm showing you guys this because it's a little deeper than that. Like the plans for that house alone are like 200,000. That's probably royalty-free music. Download our Bitcoin house brochure. That was a $220 million home that can be paid off in just 10 years. So here's why I'm even showing you guys this, and why, not that any of you are going to ever afford it, me included. You never know, but if I had $220 million, I don't think I would spend it all on a house. However, the idea of this house is that it's completely off-grid, it's self-powered, and through that self-power, it is able to mine enough Bitcoin to pay for itself. It's a Bitcoin home. Now, I've been waiting. I've even talked about this. For all I know, this guy got the idea from me in 2017. I don't know, but I've talked about this kind of thing. Computer mining network benefits. Although there are many options for where the placement of the computer server mining operation, we have researched the highest renewable energy incentives and rebates so that the secondary income adds huge benefits to the Bitcoin mining operation. Basically, from what I've read so far, these guys they're creating their own like power centers in different parts of the world. So you can't just build these anywhere. And they've designed these houses to be self-sufficient, 100% off-grid at like 0.01 cents per kilowatt of power. It's like nuts. I wish their website was better. 100% off-grid solution at 0.01 cent per kilowatt cost. Energy at 0.01 cents per kilowatt. This, if you had a mining farm running underneath this house, hey, you've got your cool or your warmth, but I don't think anybody's going to build a house like this somewhere where it snows. But the first self-paying home mortgage to the world, forward-looking statements, and there's some other interviews and things. I'd be fine to have this guy on to interview him. I actually sent an email. Chief Project Manager at Next Generation Living Homes, JP Czar. I don't know how to pronounce that. Chief Project Manager in Phoenix, Arizona. So I didn't realize he was out of Phoenix. I'm willing to bet one of my buddies, a friend of mine who I know is very, very big up in the blockchain space. I'm sure these guys know each other. Founder and CEO comes from a family line of renowned architects, namely his father, who got him into architectural drafting before the age of computer-aided design. His father was appointed by President Richard Nixon in 1968 to 1970 to develop a mass transit monorail system in Seattle and to the east side. The scope of the project was estimated at about $1 billion due to Washington state's increased taxes for the project. It was not completed. Today, Mr. Czar has come full circle to using modern-day advanced architectural concept design and 3D rendering illustrations to launch his Dream Home series. As the CEO and Chief Project Manager for Next Generation Living Homes, Mr. Czar is the visionary and conceptual thought leader of all architectural projects designed here. $200,000 for plans for a steel-framed dream home that supposedly pays for itself. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. Leave a message in the comments. Can you buy a $220 million home that pays for itself in 10 years? The thing of it is that we're with Bitcoin where it's at, a lot of the, as I understand it, the design of this house, I mean, so let's even scale this down a little bit. Because realistically, depending on your power costs, I would actually be interested in seeing, like, even my home. If I wanted to throw solar panels all over the roof, and how much power would those solar panels generate? And of that power, how much would be necessary to run a number of Bitcoin miners? And in those miners, it's like, for me, it gets winter here. So, you know, the very idea of this house, obviously this is as grand as you can make it. This guy is a visionary. This guy is obviously very bright. He has a very good system in place. And this is definitely for people, though, like it's basically saying, you know, a mortgage that pays for itself. Okay, maybe that's the case. But the problem is that as Bitcoin continues to rise in popularity and use case and profitability, the hash rate continues to go up. As the hash rate goes up, the difficulty goes up, the yield goes down. And now we're talking about a halving in like April or May. So your Bitcoin mining yield is going to be cut in half. So I don't know, and I haven't read all of this. I want to have this guy on and actually talk to him. So if you're out there and you're seeing this video, yeah, I'm promoting you. Let's talk. I would like to dive deeper into this because I think that this could actually help a lot of other people, you know, mine Bitcoin in their homes through solar powered. The thing of it is, I might actually dive into this and find out if there is a package that could be developed. You know, obviously it would depend on the size of your house, how much space you have available for solar panels, but figuring up, okay, the cost of X number of solar panels would be X. They produce this much power. With that power, you could run X number of Bitcoin miners. What would be the mining yield from those miners over a set period of time? And if you made a $50,000 investment, or you got a loan for 50 grand, I don't know. One of these, I don't know how much these solar panels are. They could be $3,000 a piece. They could be 30 grand a piece. I don't know. But you know, if you took that investment, property cost included, well, no, you have to build it on your own property. So like if you wanted to build like that circular house, the plans alone are 200 grand. They're defining it as a $220 million house, but I don't necessarily think that's property included. I think you can buy the plans to build these properties on like land you own already. But again, my point to this is, how could a similar model be established for everybody? Like how could I mean, there are so many people who, what's your biggest expense? If you're a homeowner, it's your home. Your second biggest expense is your car. Those are the two biggest purchases anybody will typically ever make in their life. And so if you're able to create a means of mining Bitcoin that is ultimately going directly into paying for these bills, you know, a biggest expense when it comes to mining, it's not the purchase of the miners, it's the power cost. The power cost based on, you know, the difficulty and the hash rate of the miner, that's what comes into play to determine the profitability. So the more you're able to mine now, and it's one of the reasons why crowmining.com has been doing so well and so many miners have been sold, because everybody knows now's the time. Like you get out there and you mine as much as you can. And then, you know, come the halving, I'm sure there's going to be a new, you know, more powerful series of mining ASICs out there. But for now, it's about accumulating as much as you possibly can and holding it until the value of Bitcoin has skyrocketed. So, you know, even if one miner gets you a quarter of a Bitcoin over 6 months, but that one Bitcoin goes up to 100 grand, the miner costs you 3 grand. You know what I mean? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand the profit potential. So if you're able to do that and maybe run 5 miners, you know, over the next year or two, and ultimately pay off a mortgage, I don't know, a $220 million house doesn't necessarily seem that drastic. You know, I would be happy, you know, $1 million or $2 million house. I don't need all this. Hell, I can live in 2 rooms personally. I don't need much. You know, I feel like every other room in the house is for somebody else or for entertaining guests, or, you know, big houses are really for other people, at least for me. I don't personally care at all. But when you have a lot of guests and things, you want more space, you want more amenities and fun things to do when people are there. So I don't know. It depends on everybody's personal preference and what you do. I sit around doing research online and painting little models, so I don't really care. So anyway, I would like to see it penciled out. Yeah, I might actually work on that. I'm going to do some research. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make myself some notes. I want to find out what solar panels cost and how many of those it would take to power X number of miners. Cost of solar panels. I know that solar panels and that solar technology has come a long way. Cost of panels to power one ASIC. I might be shocked. It might be like 30 panels. They're 10 grand each just to power one 2,500 watt ASIC miner. I don't really know, but I'm going to find out. And I'll do a follow-up video. Maybe that'll be what I make tomorrow's video about. It's funny because I have more viewers. I have like 300 live viewers late at night. I only have like 126 today. That's kind of weird. Dirt public. Okay, what's the physical form factor of 5 miners, square footage? I don't remember, but I think ASIC miners are typically typically like this big, and it depends. Like some of them have the power supply mounted on top of them so they can stack kind of high. So they can get kind of large. Can get 200 watts for $60 used. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see. And Crow, near to the sea, what about wave generators? Yeah, I don't know. That's a whole other thing. So I'm going to look this stuff up, but I just wanted to do a quick little video and just kind of let everybody know what's happening today. Nothing spectacular, but I did think that was interesting. Somebody emailed me that, and I'm like, I'll actually check that out. And so I Googled it, and so yeah, I don't know. Bitcoin homes, luxury homes that pay for themselves by mining Bitcoin. The thing of it is, I didn't see anything anywhere that defines this. These are how many miners, or like this is, I didn't see any of that. So I do want to talk to these guys. So if they're out there, let me know. But they have a lot of different home plans, and like obviously these homes aren't designed specifically for Bitcoin. I think it's just the business model. They're saying, look, with solar power, with our power grid, with everything we have going on, you can ultimately pay for your house by mining Bitcoin passively. So there's I stole that from their site. You make it the thing. Dream it, it will come. I will tell you this though, guys. Like, and then I'll probably leave it, but there's definitely something to be said about like vision boards, and I've done videos on this in the past. Doing vision boards and picturing an environment, picturing people, picturing anything, and visualizing it on the regular, and it kind of you kind of adapting to and accepting it into your life. And I'm not trying to get all philosophical or weird. But, prior to me discovering Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and everything that I've accomplished over the last couple years, my wife and I, we sat down, we watched The Secret, and I know it sounds silly, but we watched The Secret, and then we went out and we made a vision board. And then a year later, we realized that everything on our vision board came true. And these were things that were like dreaming, like in 5-year type goals. And we not only did we like meet all of that, but we far exceeded it. And I will tell you, if you haven't done it, sit down, watch The Secret. I think some of it is bullshit, to be quite honest with you, but it's not even about that. It's about the idea of what you focus on the most is likely what you're going to bring into your life. And I do believe that there is a certain power that we have as human beings, even though it's probably been whittled down by fluoride in our water and crop dusting and whatever else. I still believe that the power is there. And because I feel like what's happened with me over the last few years has been exactly a result of a lot of that. And I really encourage all of you guys, like, go out and, think about like your favorite altcoin project, whatever your biggest bag is, and, draw it out on your vision board at, 100x from where it was. You know what I mean? And look at it every day. At one point I had a vision board that I created specifically to be my desktop wallpaper. So, I'm going to leave you guys with that thought, because I really want that to resonate with you, because I do believe, and you look at stuff like this, take a picture of like your dream home, take a picture of, goals that you want to accomplish, draw it out, even write it out and read it and stick it all on a board that you're going to see every day. And I'm telling you, it will help you reach your goals. So I'm going to make this video kind of short. I'm going to cut it here. I might even pop on later tonight. I don't know. But if not, I'll probably be back tomorrow. And I'm going to see what's going on with the altcoin market and Bitcoin. One quick look. Where is Bitcoin since we're still sitting at 10 grand? Like nothing's really happening. So, all right. I'll see you guys. Thanks for joining me.